Get ready for it.
Alright, good evening, watch the welcome to another totally flawed movie review tonight. And tonight I'm going to review. I've just finished watching this. Just watched this about an hour ago. Just under an hour ago. And it's a film called When Saturday Comes. This one stars Sean B. This is actually a film that he doesn't actually die in, which makes a change because most of the films that it's actually been in, he's actually died. But this one, he doesn't die. And another thing, he plays the good guy, kind of. He plays like a flawed character. There's a guy called Jimmy Moya, what his name is, and he's just like someone who supports his home, who supports Sheffield United, and he's got a brother who he supports Sheffield United, and then of course they live together. At the beginning of the film, you see him to the pub and have a drink, of course, underage, of course, because they're younger, because it takes place before. So it's kind of a backstory of the character of Jimmy. And then the film fast forwards years later. I think it's like 10, 15 years later, I'm not sure. But anyway, Sean Bean's fantastic in this. His performance is super solid. I mean, he's such a good actor, but when he plays these kind of characters, he's on pretty much form, I'd say. But yeah, I know you can tell. I heard that when he was doing the film, he wanted to do the film and actually, because he's such a because I know he's a Sheffield United fan, so that's why he wanted to be in this film. And of course, he's fantastic in this film. You can see straight away. His performance, his performance shines for this film. He's such a good actor. I like him in Sharp in films like in Lord of the Rings and films like that. But yeah, really good. Not actually Sharp is in the film; it's the TV show, but it's good in that. But this is really good, by the way. So yeah, it stars Emily Lord and Pete Postlethwaite. He's fantastic in this, by the way, and but yeah, really well acted movie. And of course, he's got a brother called, I can't remember his brother's name though. He's got a brother that is who, because something tragedy happens with his brother later on in the film. Of course, he has problems with his dad and stuff like that, money problems and stuff. So it's like a big falling out between him and his father and stuff like that. And his father's not really a nice guy actually. He's kind of like, but of course things kind of like change later on in the film. For the better in a way, not for the better, but kind of for the better and kind of not. For it's kind of tragic what happens at parts of the film. What happens to his brother and stuff like that. So anyway, he's got a choice to work at. Of course, he's got like options to either work down the mines, working down the pits and stuff like that, or being a football. Of course, football's more important, I'd say, but yeah. And Sean Bean actually shows a lot of skill in this film. He's actually not a bad footballer. I think, he's a good actor, of course, really excellent actor, but he's not a bad footballer either. But yeah, I mean, I love football. I mean, football's like, to me, the best sport ever, best sport ever. I mean, it's like passion. 20 years ago, I was passionate about football, crazy about football. I remember I had shirts, football shirts and stuff like that, and England shirts, Forest shirts. I remember this Forest shirt I had, this like grey one, when I went to college and stuff like that, and yeah, that's another story, of course. But yeah, and this, like I say, you can tell he loves this football, and this Sean Bean, his own form is, like I said, his form is excellent as well, of course. Like I say, he's having problems with his dad and stuff like that, of course. Of course, Sheffield United actually signed him up for a trial and stuff like that. Of course, he kind of cocks that up a little bit in parts of the film where he starts drinking and sleeps with a stripper and stuff like that. Of course, I think his character, Pete Postlethwaite character, isn't very happy about him. Of course, when he sleeps with this stripper though, right, and then his girlfriend finds out about it. Of course, she's pregnant, of course, and then of course he says to her that he doesn't want to have kids with her, which is kind of cold as hell. But the guy's got his demons and stuff like with drinking and stuff like that. But yeah, it's kind of got a greatness about this film too. It's like, kind of got this like ups and downs about the character, and I like the part where one of his brother likes says he's reluctant to go to Sheffield United, right? And he's like, and his brother kind of like he's got his kind of like football memorabilia and stuff like that, of course, and he's got of course something goes missing. So anyway, and it's got his like coin that says flip on it, right? and of course it goes on tails. That's a good thing, of course. So yeah, so he joins United, of course. But then he goes and blows it by drinking and stuff. Like he doesn't want to drink, but then his friends are kind of going, "You got to stop." You know, and one of them isn't happy about it because it's his birthday, of course. And of course he sleeps with a stripper on it, of course. So that, of course, his girlfriend finds out about it, and everything goes wrong for him. You know, it's like one minute he's like, you know, he's playing for Sheffield United. Next minute he blows it, and he's like, Jesus Christ, what went wrong? Of course, something happens to his brother, and that kind of makes him better. Like it's like it changes his freaking his attitude and stuff like that. Even his father kind of changes too. It's kind of like it kind of brings them close. Anyway, it kind of brings them close together, kind of, almost. His father and stuff, and it changes his father, and you know, of course, some of the stuff. He sold some of the stuff like his football memorabilia and stuff like that, stuff that his brother's collected. Of course, he sold it. Of course, he said that if you don't, you know, so. Anyway, so later on in the film, he brings this memorabilia back and stuff, football stuff back. So anyway, great at it. It's not it's not gonna be a very long review tonight because I can't be asked. So anyway, it's gonna be quite a short review because I can't really explain to it. There's parts in the film where they're in like the freaking changing room, like the bath, you know, the way they get like there's like a bath and stuff, and they're all like freaking naked and think awkward, and it's like, oh god, you don't want to see a bunch of naked men jumping in a bath together, you know. Yeah, he gets the pregnancy, of course, and then they have a falling out and stuff like that when he sleeps with a stripper, of course. Of course, that kind of like. And of course, there's one part where he's on the train track, right? He's like, and he's like, he's on the train track itself. He's gonna get himself run over. Thinks he's gonna have a flip of a coin if he either kills himself or he doesn't. Anyway, so that's what happens anyway. So, but yeah, really, I mean, Sean Bean is fantastic in this. He really is. I was just like, wow, what a piece of acting that he pulls off his. It's such a good actor. He really is. I liked him in films like Death Race 2. His films like. That was a good film. I really did enjoy that one. Such a good film. When this is, shows a lot of quality acting and stuff like that, and great drama too. Great football drama. Even if not a football fan, this is a great film. Like I said, I think it's brilliant. Finger Manager, and there's a lot of swearing now. I mean, there's a lot of swearing. Like if this, if that, so it's like okay. So yeah. I remember when I first watched this one, I was like, when Emily Lloyd gets nude, I'm thinking, wow, you know, and you kind of go, oh, okay, you know, she. What's these days? You're not to say she or he. It's like offensive or something. So anyway, at the end of the film, of course, when all that stuff happens with his brother, stuff, he starts to turn things around, you know, and he gets another chance at Sheffield United, of course, and he starts training more, which is cool. And the last part was pretty. Actually, the last part's quite interesting because they play Man United, right? And of course, they're wearing like the stripy white and blue tops. United are wearing the away shirts. And when the players are coming out of the tunnel, right? It's like you go, what the hell? Who's that? Who's that? And some of the guys, I tell you, it's funny when you watch. You think, okay, so who are these guys? You know, it's like there's no Eric Cantona, there's no David Beckham, there's no Peter Schmeichel. None of those. It's like unknown players, and I'm thinking it would have been great to have those players in this, on lookalikes. Jesus Christ, you got one guy in goal that looks nothing like Peter Schmeichel. So it's funny watching that because you think, oh, okay, they're like unknown footballers, of course. Yeah, so yeah, funny. It's funny to watch now, but it's still really well done football film. Not one of my favourite films, but it's a good football film. So yeah, but yeah, good solid performance from Sean Bean. Great freaking good pieces of music in it, and Emily Lowe is fantastic. Peter Postlewaite, he passed away a few years back now. It's quite a while back he passed away, but brilliant actor, excellent actor. And I love the football setting, the football drama kind of movies. I love football. Full stop. I love it. I don't like it as much as I used to. So anyway, so the rate I'm going to give this film is an 8 out of 10 because one, brilliant acting from Sean Bean, great storyline and good. Drama in it. I like the performance between. I like the scene between his dad and him, where he's really, really shouting at his dad and stuff like that, and swearing at him because his dad did something stupid in the film, of course, and he's like all pissed off about it, of course. So yeah, 8 out of 10 for When Saturday Comes. Great football drama, and I love the acting too. It was directed by, I don't know now. I've no idea who was directed by. I didn't say all about. So yeah, great performance of, like I said, great, excellent acting from Sean Bean, and great all-round performance of all the cast. So yeah, 8 out of 10 for When Saturday Comes. So have a nice, I don't know, what's your favourite, okay, alright, comments about, what's your favourite bloody football dramas of all time, football movies, sports movies, any sports movies, and my favourite is got to be, I do like Damn United, I thought that was fantastic, but I Believe in Miracles, that's another great, that's more of a documentary than a film, but I do like Escape to Victory. Oh my god, I love that film. Actually, that music, film is such a good football film. Great football film. Really good film. I mean, you got Bobby Moore and stuff like that. And freaking Pele and stuff like that. And Sylvester Stallone in the film. Michael Caine playing football together. It's crazy. I love it. That has to be one of my favourite football films of all time. Just love it. So yeah, 8 out of 10 for and When Saturday Comes. So yeah, anyway people, subscribe to my channel and on my Facebook and Twitter account, and have a nice evening, take care, and may the balls be with you. See ya.